All right, let's just get right into it.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, that's just rude. All right, that's our opening.
Every time.
I mean, probably not, because that's awful.
It's funny, though.
Hello and welcome to Book Reshorts. I'm Sam.
I'm Danielle.
What were you doing?
Just throwing stuff in there.
Great.
Confirming we were Book Reshorts.
I mean, technically this is Book Reshorts, a podcast where we normally talk about a weird media with your friend who don't know what you're talking about, but we're still on a very much needed summer break, as you can tell, because our sanity is still not fully returned.
Yay, summer break. It's the only break we get from anything, because in real life, we have to work the entire time.
Look, we gotta take what we can get. So, luckily, I think this will be our last summer short, so enjoy it while you can. Get those shorts on. Get that tan while you can.
Are you ready for Hyperion, Sam?
Is that what we're doing next, Danielle? You don't know.
I don't know.
No one's ready for Hyperion, Danielle. Believe me.
Nobody.
But before we get to that, we have one more game to do. One more game to close of the summer. A brand new one we're calling Franchise Follies.
That's what Sam's calling it.
That's what I'm calling. What are you calling it?
I don't know.
All right, then we're calling it Franchise Follies. Unless you have a better idea.
Not to be confused with Ziegfeld Follies.
Apparently that's a thing, so... If you know what that is, write in and congratulate Danielle for also knowing what that is. She would love to hear from you. So how this game is going to work, Danielle, is I've taken 3 popular franchises, and I've used the term franchise loosely, which we'll get to. But, yeah, whatever. It's fine. And I've picked out an episode or sequel in that franchise that is like the weirdest one of that, otherwise mainstream franchise. And you're going to figure out from one of 3 descriptions, which one is the real weird description for that entry in the franchise.
Yes, so basically it's like several of our games combined.
Yeah, basically. There are only so many ways we can do things. We only have so much creativity. We're just figuring out, this is like Legos. We're just rearranging the blocks and make different shapes, but they're all basically the same components.
It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Danielle. To kick us off, I have for you our first franchise, which is The X-Files.
Perfect. Love it. I have actually seen some of this, so good luck out there.
Like I was like, it'd be really funny to do like a Nancy Drew one, but that might be like, she might know all those. That's a bad idea.
I've seen a lot of X-Files, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to get this right at all, because it's been a minute.
That's what I'm betting on. Even for the ones you've seen, I'm hoping these ones are obscure or weird enough that you maybe missed them.
I even saw one of the movies in theater.
Wow. You want a medal?
Just put it out there.
Congratulations, I guess. Good for you. All right, so the name of this episode was Fearful Symmetry.
Okay.
Your first possible summary is: a small-town mayor is found dead in his bathroom, throat slit, his house locked tight, the security system on. When the local police are unable to crack the case, Mulder and Scully are called in to investigate. Soon, Mulder is convinced there's a malevolent force moving through the mirrors, killing people.
Isn't he always?
Yeah. Well, Scully is skeptical at first, but when her own reflection tries to kill her, she admits Mulder may be onto something.
I don't know if that's it or not, but that sounds like a great episode of X-Files.
Right?
10 out of 10 would watch that episode.
So the two must determine how to stop this murderous force and figure out if its origin is magical or extraterrestrial.
As always.
Yeah,
what if it's just
much.
not extra? What if it's like supernatural?
That's why the magical option was there. If its origin is magical or which one is it?
Or neither. What if it's something entirely different?
So if a force is moving through mirrors killing people and it's not magical and it's extraterrestrial, what's the third option, Danielle?
I don't know, Sam. It's the X-Files. Could be anything.
All right. Maybe this is a misleading summary. I don't know.
Even somebody lives in the mirror.
I wrote 2 of these, but I'm not telling you which one. I'm going to assume I didn't write any of them. All right, ready for your second description?
Absolutely.
A man is found trampled to death, apparently by an invisible elephant. When the body of the elephant is discovered some 45 miles away and discovered to have been recently pregnant, Mulder and Scully follow the trail to the local zoo, where their claim to fame is never having had a pregnant animal. Amid intrigue involving animal rights activists and the Malawi government, animals continue to disappear and reappear. Is this the work of human zealots or alien breeding programs?
I really don't want this to be it.
And could the answers lie with the only witness to the disappearance, a gorilla named Sophie?
No, I don't like it.
Well, good news, Danielle. It might not be it.
But it might be, and that's terrible.
You ready for number 3?
X-Files, like, everything's on the table with X-Files.
That's why I picked it.
It's a problem.
I love what I'm talking about. It's a mainstream summary we would never cover on the podcast. But
I wish you could see my face. It was, like, horrified at that description.
All right. Here's number 3, Danielle. Mulder and Scully are called in to investigate a string of deaths where all the victims are identical twins. Each set of twins was found dead in the locked rooms and no obvious cause of death. The investigators begin interviewing all the twins in the immediate area and soon discover the Arlen brothers, twins who seem to really possess that fabled psychic bond and perhaps even greater mental powers. Can the Arlen brothers be stopped in time, or are Mulder and Scully outmatched by their mental powers?
Okay. Gosh, this is hard. Good job on your summaries.
Thank you.
It's about time you had to be really creative.
Oh, screw you.
Last time you took the easy way out.
I mean, I still put in effort, but it was more to be deceiving than it was to be creative. I'll admit that.
I'm going with, oh gosh, okay.
Do you need a reminder of anything?
No. Mirrors, pregnant elephant, twins.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm going with twins?
Twins?
Yes.
Danielle, I'm sorry, what's the pregnant elephant?
No, I don't like it. I knew it was. That rang a bell, and I was like, I don't like it. It's the worst of the 3 summaries.
Worst in what way? Like creepiest?
No, it's just stupid.
Zoo animals being tested on by aliens? Like breeding program? What's not to love?
No, it's the other 2 are so much better. Good job.
Thank you.
I would rather watch Mirrors and Twins any day.
I think the Mirror one is pretty good. Again, I'll be honest, I haven't watched many. I think I've watched like 2 or 3 episodes of The X-Files, so I'm very not informed on that. So I apologize if one of my summaries for The X-Files actually matches another X-Files.
That's a real possibility.
Yeah.
There are definitely psychic twins in X-Files and possibly a mirror situation.
Yeah, I mean, possibly. I have no idea. And if it, like they say in the disclaimer, any resemblance to actual X-Files properties is purely coincidental and unintentional.
X-Files again. That's been a while.
Yeah.
I think I might have seen the elephant one. That really did ring a bell, but I was just so deeply hoping that wasn't it.
Well, Danielle, you should have gone with your gut. I'm sorry.
Nope.
All right, you ready for round 2?
Absolutely.
We're going back to Star Trek, the original series.
Okay.
How much of that have you seen?
A lot of it, but again, it's been quite a while. And they run together. Like, I've seen a lot of Star Trek. Just in a general sense.
I knew you had, which is the problem with doing this game is that, like, any popular franchise, I think you've had some exposure to it, so I'm taking a gamble here. So the name of this episode is Spock's Brain.
Sure.
Here's your first summary. When the Enterprise encounters an ion-powered vessel far more advanced than their own warp-powered technology, they soon find themselves knocked unconscious by a beautiful alien who suddenly appears on the bridge.
Aren't they always?
Yeah.
It's just like the plot of every other Star Trek.
When they come to, they find that Spock's brain has been surgically removed using technology way beyond their own current level of development.
Is that real?
None of this is real. It's all Star Trek.
I don't like that any of these could be anything.
Following the ion trail left by the spacecraft, they arrived at a barren, ice-covered planet where the men live on the surface and the women in a highly advanced underground complex. Spock's brain is now the central intelligence that runs the entire complex. The problem before them, how to reunite his brain to his body.
Is he just, like, brainless on...
I don't know. Danielle, these are questions.
You do know. You've seen the show. If it's a real episode, you would know.
I haven't seen all of the original series. I haven't seen most of it.
Isn't it like just a season long or something?
It's 3 seasons long. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I've seen like one of them.
All right.
It's the one I've seen the least of, possibly.
That's why I picked it. Because I could do TNG or Deep Space Nine, but you
can do Deep Space Nine. I've seen very little Deep Space Nine.
Oh, okay. Well, dang it. Maybe next time. I was like, I thought you watched Deep Space Nine. All right.
No, I watched Voyager and Next Generation.
Yeah.
And what's the most recent one?
Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, Strange New Worlds.
Great one.
And part of the original.
So that's your first option for Spock's brain.
Okay.
Ready for the next one? It's going to be good.
Yes.
When the Enterprise's lead science officer, Commander Spock, begins experiencing unbearable headaches, he is quickly relieved of duty. However, this is also a delicate time for the Enterprise, which is on a diplomatic mission with potentially devastating consequences. Things are made worse when Spock attempts to kill the Quelar diplomat. Investigating further, Dr. McCoy finds a signal being transmitted from the planet controlling Spock's mind. As Captain Kirk beams down to the planet's surface, he discovers not everything is as peaceful as the diplomat implied. An underground slave race, the Rylans, are trying to sabotage the negotiations, but with the Federation in desperate need of allies, Kirk has a difficult decision to make. Aid the Quelar in their oppression and secure the Alliance, or stand up for the Rylans and risk the security of the Federation. More importantly than that, can Spock's mind be freed from the mind control before it's too late?
This is exactly like X-Files. Why could any plot be an episode of the show? Just put enough words, like Star Trek words together, and it's like totally sells it.
This is good. Ready for your last one?
Mm-hmm.
While exploring uncharted space, the Enterprise discovers a planet with technology similar to Earth's when humans just discovered warp technology. Captain James Kirk beams down to make first contact, but the people are instead interested only in talking to Commander Spock. In this society, science and intelligence are regarded above all else, and as the chief science officer, Spock is an instant celebrity. While jealous, Captain Kirk nonetheless lets Spock take the lead on the diplomatic relations, but soon it's clear these people have no intention of letting Spock leave. It's revealed then that the people of this world have means of taking the intelligence from one brain and sharing it amongst all their people, and they want Spock's mind despite the procedure being lethal. Now Kirk must determine a rescue plan to save both himself and Spock's brain.
Okay.
Pretty good.
What season is this from, out of curiosity?
I don't remember. I didn't look.
It's not helpful.
Would it help if I told you it was season 3?
No, it
Would that
wouldn't be
make a
helpful.
difference?
I don't think it'd matter at all. I was just curious. I'm gonna go with brain sharing.
So the last one about
the
diplomat. Sorry, Danielle. It was the beautiful woman stealing his brain.
No! I just need to pick the stupidest one. How does he sit there without his brain?
If I remember correctly from the summary, which I skimmed, I think McCoy rigs up like a mechanical brain so he can at least like walk around or something.
Dumb!
It's so good.
So mad at Star Trek.
I love it.
And X-Files, actually, both. Both are stupid.
Sorry, Danielle, you're too smart for this.
This is like that one where I did my things and mine were too smart.
And I kept picking the one of the worst names or whatever.
I should just pick the stupid ones like you did.
Yeah, it works every time. We try too hard, Danielle, I think is the problem. All right. So the last franchise, quote unquote, I'm just picking Disney as a franchise. I'm going with The Fox and the Hound 2.
Okay.
Because I really wanted to put it in here.
Die in the end or something?
No. That's Bambi.
That's not what I'm thinking of. Is Fox and the Hound the sad one? Because they can't be friends because Hounds chase Fox?
Something like that. I don't remember it very well, to be honest. Die?
Oh man, I have like a whole misrepresented
I don't think they die, but I think
like about that.
The fox falls in love or something and then like they can't be, I don't know if they can be friends or not. Who knows?
I just remember it being really sad.
It does have a sort of a bittersweet ending, I think, but I don't remember the circumstances of that ending.
Okay, well, apparently I thought one of them died, so what do I know? Carry on.
Well,
apparently there's a second one.
If one of them did, I don't know how they're in the sequel.
What's it like? It's just called Fox and the Hound 2. It's not like Fox Here and Hound Deer.
Fox Here and Hound Deer. Great. Why don't Disney contract us to write all their sequel names? The Fox and the Hound 2. But you write sequel names like you're waiting for the Fast and the Furious franchise.
You know what? They've done very well.
I know. Again, that's not an insult. They have done. They had the best sequel names of any franchise out there, with the exception of Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo, but that's a given.
Of course.
All right, so Fox and the Hound 2. In this sequel to the Disney classic, Fox Todd and Dog Cooper find themselves once again...
They have last names?
No, they have... That's their only names. It's Todd and Cooper, or Copper,
Todd,
sorry.
Those are their names? They're not just
Todd
called
and
Fox
Copper.
and Hound?
No, it's Fox Todd and Dog Copper, not Cooper. I don't know why I said Cooper. It's Copper.
Copper and what was the other one?
Todd.
Man, I don't remember this movie.
No.
Is Todd the fox?
Fox Todd and Dog Copper.
Who named the fox Todd?
His mom? I don't know.
Like,
Disney writers?
Mom Fox was like, this looks like a Todd.
Look,
Is he like a 90s villain from a Disney movie?
Who named Littlefoot? Who named Chippendale? Like, when animals are anthropomorphized, they get human names. It's like, who named Bambi Bambi?
Littlefoot
Come on.
had little feet.
Not for long. He's going to get bigger.
Sorry. Copper and Todd. Who knew? Carry on.
I didn't remember that either, to be honest, but here we are. So Fox Todd and Dog Copper find themselves once again having to stand up against a world that doesn't understand their friendship.
It still sounds like a first and last name. Fox Todd and Dog Cooper.
That'd be great. As the forest is being cut down to make room for new houses, Todd finds he has fewer and fewer places he can go.
It's like the plot of Rain Gully.
Fern Gully.
Whatever.
Another great non-Disney movie.
It's so sad.
And the new neighbors are none too happy to find a fox living among them. Soon, a new pack of dogs led by Cash moves in, and Copper is quickly smitten by the sophisticated Dixie. Soon, however, Copper's loyalty to Todd is put to the test when Cash declares they need to finally kill Todd to make their new town safe.
Holy cow, that went dark.
I mean, so did the Fox and the Hound, if you remember, so maybe it's just being the same thing.
So Dixie's just part of Cash's crowd?
Yeah,
crew?
I don't know. My understanding from the summary, again, I have not seen the movie, is that a new pack moves in. Like the new dogs when they're like the town is growing, new housing development.
Right.
And Dixie and Cash and a bunch of other dogs. I guess there are more dogs. Maybe there aren't. I only see Dixie and Cash. So maybe there's only 2 dogs. I don't know. But it said pack, so I'm assuming.
Okay, Sam. Thanks for explaining the summary you may or may not have written.
You're welcome. All right. Here we go. Number 2. In this sequel to the Disney classic, Fox Todd and Hound Dog Copper have their friendship tested once again. When the dog Dixie quits the canine band the Singin' Strays, the group's leader, Cash, invites Copper to take her place.
See, that should be the plot. It just sounds way more fun.
Excited by the prospect of the grand old Opry glory, Copper neglects his relationship with Todd, then discovers that show business is a dog-eat-dog world when it's revealed he is not, in fact, a stray at all.
What?
What do you understand about that?
I don't know. Everything.
It's the Singing Strays, and Copper is not a stray, so he gets found out.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds like a really harsh departure from the original.
Yeah, maybe. All right, round 3. Or I guess summary 3. In this sequel to the Disney classic, Todd the Fox is raising a litter of kits with the help of his friend Copper the dog. However, Copper finds himself lonely despite this and wanting a family of his own.
Where did Todd find kits? Does he have kits from the previous?
Yeah, he fell in love with a fox girl.
No, I don't remember. Sam, I just told you I don't remember anything about it.
One of the things that happens at the end of the movie is he meets like a fox girl, and that puts a strain in their relationship.
I thought the fox died or something in the movie, so I clearly do not have any concept of what happened.
He definitely met a fox girl at some point in the movie. I remember that much.
And apparently his kits. Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess it's been a while since the sequel. I don't know what the timeline is here.
Sure.
Todd decides to help Copper find love and secretly goes on a quest across the countryside, looking for any eligible lady dogs. He finds Dixie, a sleek collie, a few miles away and convinces her to come with him to meet Copper. However, another dog on the farm, Cash, is jealous to see Dixie leaving to meet another dog. Cash threatens to kill Todd's kits if Dixie doesn't return with him, and Copper and Todd must work together to save Dixie and Todd's kits, or their family will be lost forever.
It's the one that I think it is versus the one that I think it shouldn't be, but maybe it is.
I don't know, Danielle, what your brain is. Go with your heart.
Oh, God. This is impressively difficult. Is it the last one?
Oh, about the family?
Yeah.
Nope, it was the Singing Dogs,
no,
Danielle.
I was going to guess that one, and that was so... Why?
It's all about singing dogs.
I hate it.
Here's the best part. Although the original voice actors for Todd and Copper did not come back, guess who plays Dixie and Cash in the sequel?
I'm just mad that they made it like a happy-go-lucky musical when the first one is nothing like that.
No.
I should have known.
Try to guess who plays Dixie and Cash. It's so good.
I don't know who.
So, Cash is played by Patrick Swayze.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Dixie is played by Reba McEntire.
What a combination.
Oh, I want to watch that now.
No, it's why?
You don't want to see the Fox and the Hound have a musical romp adventure?
I'm a little mad about it. I am mad about all those episodes.
I mean, why are you mad about that? You thought he died at the beginning of the end of the last one, so you have no.
Alive, I guess. I thought that was like the story. It was like Todd died and we had to accept how things were in life or something.
He met like a lady
that
fox
was the metaphor.
And then like maybe she gets killed or something. I don't remember. Or injured, but he definitely meets a lady fox, which is why I wrote that last one about him having kids.
Yeah. I didn't really think that was it, but I was just hoping it wasn't the musical since that was such a departure from the original. Going back, I would have just guessed all the ones I really didn't want it to be.
I'll try to make them worse next time. But yeah, 3 good recommendations for an episode. You can watch A Pregnant Elephant, Invisible Elephant Crush a Man in The X-Files. You could watch Spock have his brain removed. Very funny in Star Trek. And you can watch Copper the Dog engage in a singing review at the Grand Ole Opry.
Next time we do this, I'm going to do that, and let's see how hard it is for you.
It's going to be super hard, Danielle.
I won't be. You'll get them all.
Because I'll pick the ones that I think are dumbest.
Let's make them all dumb.
You can't help make them too smart for me. Like, too smart compared to the original.
But you did it too, and I just didn't pick the dumb ones.
You gotta have the strength of your convictions, Danielle. All right, well, that rounds out our 2-month summer break with our summer shorts. We played some old games. We played some new games. I think it was a pretty good time.
Okay, Sam.
What do you got something to say, Danielle?
No, it was great. It was a great summer break.
I'm sorry you didn't nail all these, but in your heart, you know you got them right.
That's true.
So
I did enjoy the break.
It was nice, and boy, is it going to be a busy season we have coming up. So get geared up. We are going to be well rested. Probably not, but relatively speaking. Anyway, if you out there have a suggestion for a franchise sequel that is just weird enough for our show, you can send it to us at bookretorts.com.
You can also tweet, Instagram, or Facebook us at bookretorts.
And if you want to get a private screen of The Fox and the Hound for Danielle and me where everyone dies at the end so we can fulfill our
I don't want to watch
memories.
The Fox and the Hound. I have not once in my whole life gone, I should rewatch that movie.
Why not? Is it too sad for you?
Yeah, well, to be fair, I didn't think somebody died at the end of it.
It didn't. Maybe you should rewatch it and be like, no, this is better than I thought. It's not
I'd rather watch the singing version.
This isn't Where the Red Fern Grows, Danielle.
Apparently I thought it was.
But you can watch the singing version of the sequel if you want to. But anyway, you can always contribute to that at patreon.com/bookretorts.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, it's time to put your shorts away, put them back in your dresser until next season.
Bring out the fall clothes.
Get out your fall jacket, get those, that layers going, because we're getting into it. We'll be back next time with a lovely return to form. But until then, bye!
Take care, everybody.
I kind of like franchise Follies because it sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon.
It does. Or like some bizarre sequel to Ziegfeld.
What's the Ziegfeld?
Ziegfeld's Follies.
I don't know what that is.
Isn't that what it's called? Now I'm second guessing myself.
I mean, it might very well be, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm right.
I'm sure.
A huge theatrical review thing from like the 1900s.
Oh, yeah. Why am I familiar with a huge theatrical review from the 1900s?
It's really famous.
I'm sorry, Danielle. I wasn't born for another 100 years almost.
I mean, like, absurdly famous. It was like it was like vaudeville variety shows, music, dancing. Like, it was vaudeville. Like a thing.
Okay. I mean, that's something that you would definitely know. So I fully believe it. I just was like, why would I know that?
And lots of like really famous people came from it or performed in it, like Fanny Brice or...
Who?
Oh, God. You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm sorry, Danielle. I'm not a huge vaudeville fan.
It's so famous.
I don't
and you
know all the
so many
vaudeville
random
people.
things. It's so rare that I know something you don't.
It's gotta happen, Danielle. Take the win, man. Take the W.
You saying you didn't know what it was made me second guess it. That's how rare that is.
Believe in yourself. I believed in you. I thought it was
real.
real.
I easily second guess myself on weird things.
All right, well, okay, we can call it Ziegfeld's franchise Follies.
I just thought that's what you're like riffing off of.
No.
That's what threw me off.
I was just alliterating.